Hey guys, Jarred-Garneau here at JarredGarneauMusic. Here's my weekly lesson. Today we are going to talk about how to play Preachin Blues by Sunhouse, the main riff for it. And before I get into that, I just want to continue to thank you guys for the continued support, the likes, the comments, subscribing. I'm actually nearing closer to 200 subscribers, which is pretty exciting. So I just want to say thank you so much, you guys. Sorry, I think that was a little feedback I was getting, but should be all set now. But anyways, thank you so much, you guys. I really appreciate it. And let's get on to the lesson. So if you guys don't know who Sunhouse is, he was a Delta blues guitarist that was actually a predecessor to Robert Johnson. And if you don't know who Robert Johnson is, look him up. I can't help you there. No, but he's a really important blues guy. But anyway, Sunhouse was the predecessor to him, also a contemporary of Charlie Patton, another important Delta blues guitarist. But Sunhouse's thing is he was notable for quitting his job and, becoming I forget exactly if he was a preacher first and then became a musician, but either way, he kind of always straddled the line between being a preacher and then a blues musician. So, preacher, God, blues musician, the devil. So he's, straddled that line between the two. But anyways, his guitar playing is great. The only thing I have to say about it is that, once you learn his licks, that's basically, the end of the road there. Because as far as technique, he's pretty rough around the edges. But a lot of my favorite players are kind of rough around the edges technique-wise. It's more about the sound and the motion that they're emitting from their instrument is what I'm listening for a lot of times. But just be wary of that. He's kind of the beginning and end of the road in many ways. But yeah, so his song Preachin Blues, I think, is about his experience straddling the line between being a preacher and a blues musician. So I'm actually basing this mostly off the Derek Trucks riff I've heard, but the Sunhouse version is pretty close to it. I think he's an open D for the old one. If not, check it out. And he has his newer recordings from the 60s, during his revival, but then there's also the Paramount recordings, really good, from when he was actually a younger guy. So I think he was probably in his 20s or 30s. So, which I think is really cool to hear. And it's definitely pretty intense the way he's singing and playing. But anyways, the riff itself is this. I'll just play it real quick. Okay, so I'm in open D tuning, by the way, which is just a lower variant of open E, but same thing, same shapes that you can use. So what he's doing is, I'll just go over the higher part. The lower part's more of a rhythmic emphasis sort of thing. So what he's doing on the higher part is he's playing, I think he actually might play just one string during his version, but a lot of times I do a double stop just because I like the character of it. But what he'll do is he'll slide into the first note from an arbitrary place. It doesn't really matter where. And he's hitting it twice. So 1, 2, 3. And don't forget to add some nice singing vibrato. And then on the third hit, we're going to do a backward slide. So it's 1, 2, 3. And we're going that part after we're doing the slide down. So we're plucking it and going to the third fret. And then plucking it, the open string, and then doing a hammer on with the slide and pull off. So that entire riff again is... let me try that again with some vibrato. All right, and what he's adding, or at least what Derek does during his version, is he'll go. Let me try it again. All right, so that's a really cool riff to learn. I definitely get a lot of mileage out of that riff, just, playing that riff and then the melody line in between. And once you get that part of the riff down, you can start doing the rhythm parts for the verses, which are pretty easy. You're just going. So with my thumb, I'm just going 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and then with my first string, I'm just emphasizing every quarter note. So going 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. And that's what you're doing between the verses. Probably the last thing I should go over about the riff is just the rhythm of it. So just going, the rhythm of it, I'm just going to clap out the higher part. It would be 1 and 2 and 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 2 and 3. And 2 and 3 and 4 and. So how that would translate on guitar would be 1 and 2 and 3 and 2 and 3 and 4. That might be a triplet. Triplet. Yeah, let's make that a triplet. Yeah, it flows much better doing a triplet. I was thinking it might be a 16th note, like 1 EN, but triplet for sure. Triplet. Then add the rhythmic part. What I'm doing is 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and on the and beats of on the and of 2 and 4, I'm adding slides on the 3rd fret on the 6th string and the 5th string, both the flat 3 and flat 7th. So you could do that on the other strings as well, or you could actually just do the entire bar. So. Actually, to take it a step beyond just doing that thumb stuff, a lot of times when I'm playing this riff is I'll add a thumb thing, kind of similar to what Blind Willie Johnson would do during his guitar work. So 1 and 2. So you could turn that into cut time, and all the ands before would turn into beats 2 and 4. So like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. right, so I think I covered all the bases with that riff. There's a lot of different ways you can play it. You could just play it with thumb on the 6th string, just doing that kind of thumping thing, or you could do the alternate bass note thing. But the riff on top is pretty much always the same. So anyways, guys, that's all I have for this week. And I also just want to say sorry for being like a day late. Usually I try to get these out before the end of Saturday, so I get one a week anyways, but I was just super busy this week. I had a couple different rehearsals. I had a gig this weekend, and also preparing for going on vacation, and I'm also in school, so just all those things all together. Just got a little beyond this week, so I just want to say thank you guys for sticking around and your patience, and it looks like I'll be releasing a second video this week technically, since it's Sunday, so but this would technically, this would be the video for last week. So anyways, guys, thanks a lot. Keep on liking the videos, keep on commenting, keep on subscribing, and I will see you guys next week.